mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash. One team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oregon's offense takes the field. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in the 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And the Ducks will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Texas's offense has its first opportunity of the day. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air, it's Ewers. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly,
and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
it's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Give to the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. On the return, it's Johnson. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then the play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This offense has a second down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's James. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Snags it quickly on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep ones, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Not on this play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now on second down and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. The Ducks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And the Ducks will punt this one away.
On to kick it away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He wants to pass it on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Ewers. Going over the top. He holds it in, and nobody's close. All kinds of running room. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They cap that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the...
He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Oregon! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You can see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch called for and made. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Back to throw, it's Gabriel. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Grabbed in the middle, it's held. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's James. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air, it's Gabriel. Release to the back. Immediately fires to the middle. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's back to throw on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Whittington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had an enjoyable day there today in Eugene. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab on the left side. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Texas. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Number 7.
Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that, that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's not just the red guy. You go back to Dan.
Substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history. And just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Fires to the big fella. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Holden. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. They went out and looked so good on that last drive.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still running at the 40. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns. Texas fight, and fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it at the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Oregon!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
PAT unit on the field. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Trying to get behind the defense. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Texas. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
35, Oregon, 28.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Getting some heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The back goes in motion. Back to throw. It's Gabriel. Sends it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. The expressway is wide open, and the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other. It was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Texas offense. Off play action on first down. It's complete to the left. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. They'll leave it with him. Sweet feet on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. Hold on. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Looking downfield, it's Ewers. He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Longhorns! They move on top here in the 4th.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. The give to the tailback. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. At the 35, he's loose. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's held. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch was called for, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll have to sort it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Handoff from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. Speeding down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's James. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball down. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
Going up top on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The clock reads 19 seconds. Onside kick coming. They have to get it to have a chance to win. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.